The BitGo integration team have been awesome for us. I think one of the things we struggled with when we're talking to a lot of other providers is the timeline and getting everything in place and ready for our launch. BitGo were really accommodating, being very flexible with timelines, with how they can get things done, and also very transparent and clear. That was a really important part for us to partner with BitGo. So we decided to work with BitGo because it was the most widely adopted qualified custodians. We spoke to all of our investors very early on, and universally everyone used BitGo. So it was our primary provider. I think that's because of the security you guys have and the integrations you do with other chains. So it makes it very easy for investors to manage their portfolios effectively. For me, BitGo is one of the most widely used applications in the space for custody, and it's because you guys have such a high standing reputation for security and qualified custodians. I just think you have lots of really good stuff in terms of the vesting schedules and managing that kind of part of things, and also the delegated staking mechanics you guys offer as well. What we're doing at the moment is bringing in large brands and creators onto the chain to bring really high quality content to onboard consumers. But for me, 3 years down the line, what we really want is to enable more people to become creators of digital content. So we're really investing heavily in UGC tools, using things like AI to enable anyone to become content creators and then distribute that through the blockchain and monetize, which we think is going to be a huge play long term. It's all about access to capital at the end of the day. BitGo has really high quality institutional clients with lots of capital to deploy. And our projects are all going to be creating crypto assets, which will then be onboarded to BitGo. And then that capital can be accessed. So for me, it's all about access to high quality capital that BitGo brings to the entertainment industry. For us, we actually didn't want to build an L1. We had these consumer experiences where we were bringing hundreds of thousands of consumers interacting in real time, and they're all going to monetize through digital asset sales. So buying clothing, buying items to use inside the experiences. Now, the problem we had was when you have hundreds of thousands of consumers all trying to interact on chain, existing blockchains in the market at that point in time just didn't scale. So we had to kind of fix that by creating a high performance blockchain. Now, the reason for this is we wanted to have interoperability of digital assets across those experiences. So a consumer could go to like a Major League Baseball match, buy a digital jersey, and then go to their favorite music event and use that same jersey in that event. So we needed that interoperability, and that's why blockchain was a crucial component for us. First of all, there is a performance difference. No one currently in the market in the EVM space is as fast as us. But I think really we are very focused on the entertainment vertical. And so the chain for me is a very important component, but we'll be verticalizing and adding more product components that are really good for that entertainment and gaming segment, that I think will make us really stand out compared to competitors. Yeah, so we're partnering with BitGo as our primary qualified custodian. We'll be custodying the token with them and allowing delegated staking for our investors with them as well. For us, we're doing things quite a bit different to other companies here. We're really focused on bringing Web2 developers to Web3. Specifically, the first demographic is Web2 game developers, bringing them into the Web3 ecosystem. Ultimately, we think the biggest gap today is high quality content, and that's we think is going to be built by Web2 devs coming into the space. So that's a crucial component for us. The other piece is the consumers. So again, as I kind of talked about in the beginning, we're really focused on bringing those Web2 consumers on chain. For that, we have a really high performance chain that makes it seamless for them. They don't even know they're on chain. And then there's loads of tools that we're bringing into the mix so that they can interact with the applications and don't even know they're on chain at the end of the day. There are several things here. One is the way we're going after developers. We're going after Web2 developers and bring them to Web3. That is different because most people tend to go to Web3 native devs. We've gone a different way there. The second thing I think is we're thinking about the ecosystem as a cohesive whole, about how a user comes in, discovers the applications, interacts with all the applications, such that they don't even know they're interacting on chain. Whilst a lot of other ecosystems kind of focus very much on crypto native workflows, we're going very differently there. So those I think will be the two key differentiators for me. We have been building high performance distributed systems technology for 13 years in the games industry and the metaverse industry, the entertainment industry. So we really understand what it takes to build high performance computing platforms. We took all that knowledge and took that to blockchain. And that's basically how we've managed to beat people to market so far. The edge comes from that access to high quality capital from institutions. For us, that's a very important piece of our puzzle, to have that long-term capital that's wanting to stay with Somnia. And so for us, BitGo is a crucial provider there because it's used universally across the space.